Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gendron Tarot by Melanie Gendron. There's a website here on the top, if it focuses, usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want it, of course. Try to get that glare off of it. Supportive Oracle cards. Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love. Don't know why I'm tripping on the name. It's by Angela Hartfield. Artwork by Josephine Wall. So there's the spelling of those names. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want that. There is, I should say, I think there's only one website, Blue Angel Online. BlueAngelOnline.com. If I can hold it open so you can see it. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you want that information. Okay. What do we have for Virgo? Well, nothing's bad. There's like that looks really good, but is that like, what type of good is that? What are we going for here? Focus on love. Okay. When I see this card, it says focus on love, but there's a deeper, like, people tend to fear dragons, and it's the question of, are you fearing somebody in reality, or are you fearing what you think they might do? If this hits. It's kind of like, and it doesn't have to be like, I'm hiding under the couch covers or whatever you want to call it. Like, oh, I can't live life because I'm too much in fear. Not like that type of fear, but kind of like, I want something to happen, but maybe I'm not going to really put too much effort because maybe I don't trust the person, or I'm like, once they find out what I'm going to do, they're going to either get in my way or they're purposely going to take this a different direction. Like that type of fear. Like, not like, oh my God, I can't go outside. I can't do it. Not like that type of fear, you know what I mean? So I don't know. The word fear, I mean, if we put it in proper context, kind of like, I mean, not like, this person's going to come out and just beat the tar out of us, but more like I don't trust them. And I'm more like, the fear is more like, I feel like if they know what I'm going to do, they're going to purposely get in my way or purposely take it a direction to damage what I want to do. I think that's the fear element we have going on there. Not the worst, but not the best either. Who wants fear, right? It might be warranted fear, just to be fair. But I'm feeling like whoever you're dealing with, I'm getting the sense that you kind of want to give up. Not totally, but like, I feel like you're holding back and you're not trying for what you really want. Because, again, you don't feel like whoever you're dealing with, it could be a job, could be whatever you're dealing with, especially, depending on what type of job you got. It just seems like I've been in those situations where it's kind of like they want control and they get off on just causing problems. I swear that happens. I've experienced it, but, hopefully it's not as prevalent as it feels like it is. Some people have that power trip thing going on, and they just want to like prove that they have power over you, so they get in your way. Meanwhile, at some point, you'll probably be like, well, that's enough of that, and you'll go somewhere else. Like, there, you have power over somebody else, you dork. Page of Cups and the Magician. Oh, no. 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 Yeah, I'm just going to put that for the title. Virgo. No. You really could do this. There's something, you're not allowing yourself to flourish. I feel like this is one of those instances where you can either try and possibly fail, or not try and definitely fail. Like, if you don't even try, it's not going to have a chance. You've got to try. Whatever this is, oh my gosh, it's bothering me. Like, it's really upsetting me in the sense of, like, you could have much better. And you know what? If it doesn't happen where you currently are, I feel like, is that part of this for you? Because if you start working forward towards something, you're not going to want to let go of it. And if the current situation doesn't honor you, you have to decide which is more important, the true goal you want or the situation that's holding you back. And the question is, though, is this situation really going to hold you back? That's another piece of this. If we don't try, we're not going to really know for sure. So there's two reasons I'm getting you should try for whatever it is you want. One, because you can't get it if you don't try, and you really do want it. Two, it's like giving this situation or person a chance to back you up. Before we give up, let's see if they'll back you up. Because we have to rhyme it today. Why not? Why not? Just for fun. Communicate what you want. This is what's not going right. You have a lot of ideas. You know what you want. Typically, I would say all earth signs, but Virgo, like, if you come forward with something, you've created the, you have the plan. You have at least the blueprint, a stable blueprint about what you want. It's not like, Virgo's not usually one to just come up with a whim. The basic Virgo energy. It's kind of like if you want something, it may have came in or started as a whim, but you thought it out, you built it a little bit, and you have at least a very stable blueprint to kind of like, this is what I want, this is the structure, now I kind of need to fill it in. Yeah, this is really, like, you might be shocked, because I see a lot of good cards waiting for you. And yeah, you have to go forward. You got the Emperor card going forward. This is something that needs to be in your control, though. Huh. For some of you, I feel like it might be work, but maybe it's like taking your skill set to the next level. So if you're taking your skill set to the next level, I'm getting it's like, yeah, Virgo usually doesn't do like a one-trick pony thing. So like if it's a work thing, taking your skill set to the next level, this is something that will work in multiple areas. It's kind of like learning. I haven't done this in a while. A good 10 years ago, it was Excel. I don't even know if it was like outdated then, but Excel was like, learning Excel was a thing. So it's like Virgo learning Excel, kind of like you could transfer that into other situations. I don't know, maybe that's an outdated term. But it's like learning something you can take other places, but you have to be in control of it. So here's where I'm trying to get to with this. Because this, I've seen people do it, and I've done it a little bit myself. You learn what they teach you, but then you go on the internet, maybe, or you buy a book, or you take a course on your own, and you advance that on your terms. And that doesn't have to be anybody's business that you don't want that to be. And I feel like this is like, hopefully that analogy is crossing over correctly, because it's kind of like build what you want, create what you want. For example, if it is a work situation and you want to learn a program like Excel, see if you can get into that, but don't wait for it. Start creating your own situation. I would recommend, for example, that you would take a course, maybe a course where other people, or get the program yourself and take, watch YouTube tutorials. YouTube has everything on there. Well, not everything, but a lot of things. I said that and then I was like, oh, well, wait. And then apply that program, if it's a program, to your own life and make it work for you in your own life. You'll learn a lot. I feel like I've known some people who've done that. Like, they've taken it, then they've applied it to their own situation. They've applied it to, like, I don't know how they did it, but there was like certain hobbies that they could track things with, or certain things, or they got things going together, their finances, this, that, what's going on here. You'll know where to apply it. I feel like you'll find where to apply this, where it makes sense. And the more you use it for yourself, the more it's going to transfer over, the easier it's going to come for you. Whatever this is. Now, it doesn't have to be obviously a work-related thing, right? But whatever you're looking to move forward, then your next level, your next point of interest is very important. And there's a lot of success tied with this. One way or another, I do see you finding support. But it does seem like it's all on you to make it happen. I don't know if that's something you really care for, but it is all on you to make it happen. You got leader cards here. You're leading it. If you really want it, you got to lead it. I would go for it, because you are very diligent. You definitely can get it done. But you got all leader cards here. You got the Queen of Pentacles, which is totally your card. Don't get caught up in the gender, whatever, however you connect with that. because you got the king here too, you're still all these cards. These are leader. All these are leader cards. The Emperor, all leader cards. These are all leader cards. Very, very much leader cards. And there's another one. The King of Cups. This is you in your element, loving what you're doing and thriving through it. You have leader cards here. You have to lead. If you want another one. Queen of Swords. Alright, so like how many of these cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 tarot cards are leader cards for you. So, so I'm just saying, leader, you got to be the leader here. What's this other card coming in? Especially because when you're the leader, this is another piece of it. It reminds me of art. I'm a fan of art on my own terms, whatever that means. So, like, how do I explain this? I think this will make sense. If you're drawing an image, you start off, say it's like somebody walking a dog, just to make it really super simple. You start off with the image, you put your stick figure down, you do the stick figure of the dog, you put a rough draft of the scenery you want around there. Then you kind of like, all right, I'm kind of good for now. Let me just leave it there, and I want to think about what else I want. Maybe you haven't even chose the type of dog or what the person is going to look like, how tall they're really going to be. You just kind of have an idea. Then later when you're ready, you come back and you build it up a little bit, and you're like, oh, I kind of want to change the figure a little bit like this. This is the type of dog I want. The scenery is not working, but I'm kind of happy with this. So for right now, I'll just kind of like, build these up a little bit more. Then you put it away, like, okay. Then you come back later and you're like, actually there's certain aspects about that breed of dog. I kind of want to change this a little bit. I want to change this person a little bit. And I'm going to start with this type of scenery. Like, you just keep coming back and building it up on your own terms. It may take you 2 years to make it fully go where you want it to be. But the thing is with Virgo, if it takes you 2 years to get there, by the time you get there, that is one unbelievable, beautiful piece of art. I also feel like Virgo is realistic, kind of like there has to be mistakes to really get the true value out of a situation. It's kind of like if it all goes smoothly, like it's a little bit uncomfortable, there should be bumps in the road. That's reality. If there's not bumps in the road, like why aren't there bumps in the road? I feel like there's going to be like points where you get frustrated, and there's going to be points where there's snags, but you overcome that. The thing is, overcoming those snags are totally your forte. You're like, yeah, I hit that snag, I learned from it, I fixed it, I'm not going to repeat it, and I know even more. Like, you just have that much more strength behind what you've learned. I feel like that's Virgo. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's not like you look forward to the snags and the bumps and all that other stuff, but it's kind of like it gives you confidence. Like, yeah, I hit that. That was not fun, but I fixed it. And since I fixed it, I have more of an understanding of the situation I'm dealing with. I have more to build from. I have more structure here to work with. I feel like that's how Virgo deals with like snags. Like, yeah, that makes sense as long as you overcome them. And typically, if you're really into something, you don't give up. So what's going on around here? Other people are going to be shocked. Shocked and blocked. They're shocked and blocked. Where are we going here? Where are we going here? They're shocked and blocked. And then other people, this is why you're the leader. This is why you're the leader. We're going back to that fear thing, I think. It's not like your fear is unfounded. You decide how much whoever you're worried about is going to be in your way. Or in your way. You decide how much they're going to be involved. So it's kind of like, so for example, maybe you work somewhere and we're going to do the Excel thing again. And like you're applying to be a part of the training group that's going to go through this program, learning this program. And maybe Soupy Sales there, whoever has the ability to say yes or no, says no. We're going to call them Soupy Sales. I don't know why. So what? Find your own way to make it happen. Don't let somebody else have control of your life that way. I'm getting like a little bit defiant with this. Like, seriously, don't let somebody else have control of your life that way. You want to know that knowledge? You want to get forward? Find your own way to learn it. Especially if it's because it's Virgo. You're Virgo. I'm totally feeling this. I'm using that Excel for a reason. If business won't back you on that, you can still learn that on your own terms. And if you find a way to get, some type of certificate or something or credit for it where you know it and some other institution like backs up, like, oh no, the Virgo learned it and they learned it and they hit high honors, maybe. I don't know. You can take that where you need to take that, and the business you're connected to has no control over it. Also, there are some businesses, once they realize you're taking it on your own, if you work through HR, will help you out with that. I don't know how that works. It depends on where you work. Some businesses will do that if you take the initiative on your own. It's kind of like if you hit a certain grade, or if you have, it depends on the business. You'll have to look into it on your own. I don't know. It depends on where you work. I mean, obviously, I can't go through, like, like, what am I going to do with that? You know what I mean, though. Because I see you, people are shocked and blocked, and there might be somebody you're working around, and they don't like it. Well, there's such thing as called a tough cookie. You know, enjoy your tough cookie, Soupy Sales. Too bad for you, Soupy Sales. So what? I mean, apparently they enjoyed getting in your way anyway. Just be careful how you deal with that person, but so what? You have to live life on your terms. This person doesn't get control of your life. I don't care who they are. You're going to show people that when you decide you're going to get something done, you're going to get something done. And that really blows people away. What is this? Honesty is essential. That's a very interesting card in this reading, because what I'm getting is when you start moving forward anyway and you've decided you're going to make something come forward, the truth will come out in its time. That's kind of what I feel with this card, just to be fair. I'm an intuitive reader, so take it however you want. If you want to just go with whatever you're feeling on it, knock your socks off. Totally cool. But I'm getting like the truth will come forward in its own time, at its appropriate time. And I feel like the right people are gonna like that. They like people who take their own initiative and do what they want, and like you're not dependent on whatever is going on around you. You make your own decisions. You're not waiting for somebody to give you the green light. You're gonna give yourself the green light. It didn't hurt anybody for you to do this. I don't think it hurt anybody at all. But you just, if it didn't work out for the business, I feel like they're gonna look at this like, well, Virgo made a choice. And we know Virgo well enough that, well, if it didn't work out here in Virgo's favor, they would have taken that and used it somewhere else. So we're thankful that Virgo told us what they did so that we can make the best of it here, and the Virgo didn't go somewhere else. It'll work out in your favor in its appropriate time. Are we good? I think we're there. All right. Excellent. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.